Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, and we're going to look at my new reading journal. First thing, I do not like filming this way, and I have ordered an actual stand that will come out and hold the camera above whatever I'm doing. So for the rest of the year, when I'm doing my journal stuff, it will not be from this angle. It will be a better angle. Anyway, this is the Always Fully Booked planner. And I will link the Etsy shop down below where I got it. There is a set of stickers in the front, and then this planner belongs to a little 2023 calendar, and then we start the beginning. Now, I filmed this video already with another camera, and I tried to hold it over the top, but because I had to be so elevated, everything was blurry. So I'm redoing it. So I've already written in it, but when I did it the first time, I hadn't written in it. Anyway, the only 2023 goal I have that's not part of the system is that I want to get my NetGalley percentage up. So right now, I'm at 59%, and that's where I'm going to start the year because I'm not reading any NetGalleys. I'm not reviewing any or anything like that for the rest of this month. So that's where I am. This is a reading checklist. So once I'm finished reading a book, I will put it in here. There's enough space for I think like 150 books or something like that. I haven't gone through and counted them all, but it's close to that. I cannot wait to do this. This is one of the things that I have started in the past and I've never finished it. But every time I read a book, I'm going to write the name of the book and color in the spine of the book for every book I read for the year. This is a series tracker, which I really like. You put the name of the series and then how many books it has in it. So you're not listing all the books here. You're just listing the series is here. And there's two pages of this. So I'm going to start with the series that I read. When I read a book in a series, I'm going to put it here. Whether it's the first book or the fourth book or whatever, I will put it here. So I'm not going to go back and try to go through all my series and put them in here. But hopefully by the end of the year, I will have read at least one book in all the series that I'm reading, and they can go in here. Then there are 3 double pages of quotes. A lot. I don't know that I'll use those, but we'll see. Then this is a wish list. I will probably not use this because I have an actual wish list on Amazon, and also because I use Goodreads as kind of like a wish list or Storygraph. I put it in the, want to read list, and that's kind of my wish list. There is a movie tracker in here. My son and I go to the movies once a week if there's something on that we want to see. So I'm going to put this in here. I think that'll be fun to track that. And then there's a TV tracker. I do not watch TV, so I don't know what I will put in here, but we'll see. 5-star read section. I'll see if I use this. I've not been good in the past about keeping up with 5-star reads, but we'll see if I use this. I decided to make this is just a generic blank of 2023, and I added buzzword challenge. So if you don't know what the buzzword challenge is, I will link that below. It's from the Kayla at Books and Lala. That's her channel. And she comes up with all these topics, 12 topics, and you can read one a month for the way they're laid out. Or some people just make sure they read those 12 prompts at some point during the year. I'm planning to try to do it based on the month, but we'll see how it goes. But anyway, there's 12 of them. There's 12 books here. So whatever book I read for that prompt, I will write it in there. Then we have the A to Z challenge. I think this is going to be really cool. Now, for all the rest of these challenges that are coming up, I am not going to pick a book because it fits the D prompt or whatever. I'm going to pick the books I'm going to pick, and then I'll write in here what letter it went with. Now, once this starts getting filled up and I maybe have like 3 letters left, then I will pick books based on the letters. But right now, I'm going to do the letters based on the books that I already picked. And it's the same way with this reading challenge. This is their own reading challenge from the Fully Booked people, and they have a prompt. I mean, they're all prompts. and there's 32 of them on here. So as I read a book, I will look at all these prompts and see if it fit any of them. And if it does, I'll mark that down. And then when we get to September or maybe, I'll look and see what's left. And then I will start tailoring my TBRs to the challenges. Then we've got the on the cover challenge. Does it have these things on the cover? And the rainbow reading challenge. Does it have these colors on the cover? There is the genre reading challenge and reading through the ages, like different time periods, and then around the world reading challenge. So the same thing applies for all of these reading challenges about the way I'm planning to do them. Then there is a reading goal tracker that goes to 126 books down here. So as you finish a book, you mark this off in some kind of way. I'm thinking that I might shade it in with a certain color just so that when I finish all of it, it'll have like a bunch of different colors on it. Maybe it'll be based on my genres. I'm thinking about color coordinating the genres like I did a couple of years ago, and I think that'll make it better. Then this is the battle of the books, and I'm thinking that I'm going to do one of these for every genre that I read. And so all you do is put every month, there's 12 sections for 12 books. So you pick 12 books to put in here, and they battle each other till you get to one winner in that genre is what I'm planning to do. Because I have a hard time comparing books outside of the same genre because I think they're trying to do different things. So anyway, that's my plan. This is just a generic every month of the year, every day listed here, and I can track anything I want to up here. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to use this for yet. If I was only reading one, if I didn't read very often and I wanted to like make that a habit, maybe I would use this as like a check off for every day that I read, but I already read every day. That's not something I need to track. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this page. If you guys have any ideas or how you would use it, I would really be interested because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. These I love. They're graphs and you use the key next to it. So this is genres read this year or next year, book format breakdown, and star rating breakdown. And so this is, I would normally have this on like a sheet, a Google sheet or a spreadsheet or whatever, but I think I'm going to do this in here just because then it'll all be in one place together, which I like. Then this is pages read in 2023, which I like, but one of the things I think I'm going to do, it's got all the months across the bottom, and then it's got little dashes for how many pages across here. And I think what I'm going to do is wait probably until I'm through half of the year, just so I see what my average pages are per month. Like I don't want to put this too high up here at the top, and then I only have 1 month that's up here. Like I want it to be, I don't want my chart to be too big. I think you'll see what I'm saying when I start doing it, but this one I'm not going to start at the beginning. And then we just have a few note pages. They're dot grid pages for whatever I want it to be before we get to January. Now, since my January TBR has been created, I've already written in the January. So let's look at that really quickly. First of all, this is my plan for January. I wrote things on here like National Puzzle Day. It's written in pencil so that I could actually decide if I was going to celebrate it or not. But anyway, I've got the videos that I want to come out in the month of January. And then over here are the books to read. Now there's definitely not enough space for all of them here, but I wanted to make sure that my TBR books, the ones that I rolled for, are listed here. So as I finish reading these, when I roll again, I'm going to put those here. So this is probably just going to be my rolls, the ones that I rolled for, not everything that I read in the month, because that'll be tracked over here in all these pages. So then we have a page for new releases. I probably won't use this either unless, like, for January, I rolled that I was going to be buying a book. And so maybe I'll put over here what book I buy. Or if there's a January release that I read, I'll put it over here. But we'll see. And then that's it. Every week in January has a page of its own like this. And then At the end, it's got a haul if we hauled any bookish stuff, and then the reading wrap up, which I really like. And I'll go over this when we get to the end of January, but I'm definitely going to be using this. And then we have a couple of notes pages again, and we go right into February. So I really like how this is. I love how it's set up. The only thing I haven't shown you, everything is the same. There are some little coloring pages throughout it, but you do have a year-end wrap-up at the end. But at the very end, you have reviews. It has its own little tabbed section. It's white, so it's hard to see, but it says reviews on it. And it has, I don't know how many spaces, well over 140. I think I counted at least that many spaces for me to do book reviews. And then again, after these book reviews, there are more dot grid pages in the back and then lined pages for notes. So there are a lot of note pages in here and a lot of interesting pages and things that I can't wait to get to. And I'm just so ready for January to get here so that I can start reading things and adding them to my journal. So this is what we're going to be in this whole year for 2023. If you have a reading journal, I would like to know what it is. I usually make my own using a bullet journal, but this is the first time that I'm actually using one that is for the whole year that was fully created by somebody else. So again, I will leave this link below and I will get this angle fixed before we film next time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.